I mean, it's every day, groups coming across.
There was a group that come running through, 9 of them.
I think we find finally an ID. Port-au-Prince, Haiti.
500,000 Haitians living in the U.S., setting them up for potential deportation.
So they're coming from Miami.
Majority of it is Haitian.
We'll strengthen our border security with 1,000 more CBSA officers.
Dans ce reportage, nous allons vous démontrer que la frontière entre les États-Unis et le Canada est submergée par des migrants illégaux. Nous avons les preuves et nous allons vous les montrer. Alexa Lavoie ici, accompagnée de mon collègue Lincoln J. à Churubusco, aux États-Unis, une ville située directement à la frontière canadienne, où des migrants illégaux entrent massivement dans nos pays, aux États-Unis et au Canada. Alors que les grands médias se concentrent sur les postes frontaliers légaux, la réalité ici, à Franklin, Canada, et Churubusco, États-Unis, est tout autre. Les traversées illégales sont hors de contrôle et les propriétaires des terrains privés en ont assez. Des déchets, des vêtements et toutes sortes d'objets sont abandonnés dans leurs champs et des sentiers clandestins apparaissent partout. Dans ce reportage, nous vous présenterons des preuves concrètes que notre pays n'est pas à l'abri de criminels qui aident activement des gens à franchir illégalement la frontière. Si vous souhaitez nous aider à poursuivre cette enquête, vous pouvez faire un don sur guardtheborder.com. Il y a environ 7 mois, nous avons tombé sur des vidéos publiées sur TikTok faisant la promotion de traversées illégales du Canada vers les États-Unis. Nous avons réussi à localiser la ferme mise en vedette dans ces vidéos. Après avoir discuté avec des propriétaires locaux, nous avons appris que ce secteur est reconnu pour être un point chaud pour les passages illégaux. Les propriétaires situés le long de cette route bordent directement la frontière canadienne. La semaine dernière, nous avons reçu un appel de Jerry, l'un des propriétaires que nous avions rencontré dans un reportage précédent. Il nous a confié que le nombre de traversées avait récemment explosé. Moi et Lincoln venons de passer les 3 derniers jours à enquêter sur la zone, des 2 côtés de la frontière, autant du côté américain que canadien. You mentioned that now you are seeing more people crossing into Canada?
Oh yeah, we're seeing a lot more.
How often?
Oh my God, I'd say at least sometimes 2 or 3 times a week that they've been coming and bringing them up and dropping them off. And then one night there I was mowing that field and there was a group that come running through, 9 of them. The last one was a woman running with a baby. They're throwing their garbage all over the place and then they'll change their clothes just in case they did get their picture taken. They're in a different set of clothes. I know the Border Patrol and the mounted police have been working pretty close.
And so they don't want to fit the description that they are giving, like, example, like a blue jacket.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is one of the example of stuff that they are throwing away when they try to cross. Here we have a pair of pants, a pajama. Oh, a razor. But what is that?
Oh boy.
That's tools. That's pretty surprising that someone will actually try to cross illegally with like all kind of tools and electricity tester and a razor.
The first time I ever seen tools.
Clothes mostly.
Yeah.
2 backpacks and I mowed over there the other day.
Yeah.
Right in the hay.
And did you open the bag? Did
One
you
of
see
them was
any?
open, it was full of clothes.
Did you see any ID or?
No, you don't see none of that. Border Patrol took one of them and he poked all through it, but they're going, mostly now going down, but you do still have some coming back, but I don't know.
So you saw more people going to Canada?
Oh, sometimes one night there was what, 9 in one minivan and I think 8 or 9 in the next.
Another 9.
2 one night.
Yeah.
He got off at the end of the road up to his place.
And what time mainly you see some action?
I don't know, it's been coming through at just about dark, eh?
Yeah.
Maybe the most action most of the time. Haven't seen nothing the last couple of nights, but usually Friday night, Thursday night, Saturday night.
We are here on the ground to try to catch one of them crossing illegally, either crossing to Canada or to the US. And we will show you how easy it is.
So we're gonna put the trail cam. It's somewhere along the border here. Canada's right on the other side. So we'll have the camera on one spot where if it detects any motion, it'll start recording, and we're gonna go to another spot and use our eyes to see if we see any people crossing. So let's set it up.
Perfect.
Literally right where we installed it, there's a Border Patrol camera. On the other side, there's a RCMP camera. There's luggage there from somebody who's recently crossed, we would assume. Pictures. Obviously people are crossing at this spot. We'll see if the camera picks anything up.
It's currently 10 p.m. and we are at the border, and we are going to be up all night until probably 8 a.m. to monitor what's going on and to look if we are not seeing anybody or cars coming here to drop people off or picking up people. And we'll see what we will see tonight.
Well, the sun is officially rising. It is just after 5 a.m. We spent all night in the car, camping out, looking for people crossing. Visibility, very tough, but we tried. One of us would sleep for an hour, the other one would be on lookout, and we would just keep rotating like that, and literally spent all night in the car.
What we would do now is to fly the drone, take some shot, going to verify our trail camera. So during all this time, we thought that nothing really happened during the night, but surprise, our trail camera catches something. It's not clear where the people are heading to, but watch the full footage. Well, it's obvious that this operation is well organized. We counted 23 of them with lots of luggage, walking directly in the border, going, we don't know which country yet.
I have seen them coming from Canada into the US, but I have noticed just recently them going back. But still to this day, it's, you know, groups coming across, but I mean, it's every day. I mean, we have cameras, you know, up and down the road here. I have hunting cameras in the woods that I hunt. There's children involved and all that, so it's a little nerve-wracking. Like you had spoke with us, you know, we had the woman and a child here. We've had them ring the doorbell. Every time you're in the woods, you know, you tend to find clothes or remnants of them coming across fairly recently.
Okay, whoa! I think we find finally an ID.
It's in French.
So that means that it's probably from Haiti. Port-au-Prince, Haiti. So this woman is from Port-au-Prince in Haiti. And if you are looking, she was a student and she got her promotion in 2024 in Haiti.
If you ride around here, you can see them leaving things behind, and it could be pretty nerve-wracking, you know, just being at home and you have a group of people walking down the road, you don't know their intentions, you know, not saying they're bad people, but...
So we really find everything you would not expect. A pink vibrator.
Canada's blocked.
You think that's a Canadian chopper?
I think so, because usually ours is a white and some green on it.
It's circling.
But I know
It's circling here.
I know the Canadian has been flying the border a whole lot more than I ever seen them. Well, I'm sure that the helicopter and that, being able better to pick them up with the helicopter and follow them because you up in the air you can see a lot better than what you can down on the ground. You know, and the drones, I don't know if they're drones for the government or if they're drones for the underground. I don't, you know.
Because you think that maybe it's also drone from the people to just surround the perimeter to see if it's safe to cross?
That's in the back of my mind, that's what I'm wondering.
All right, guys, it's just past midnight on our second day of border reporting. Alexa's behind the camera right now. We haven't seen any activity. We haven't even seen any cars drive down this road. We think the reason why is because there's a ton of drones in the sky. Is that because 23 people crossed last night and now, you know, they're thinking we got to patrol this area, make sure that doesn't happen again? Who knows? But what we do know is that we haven't seen anything. Last night we saw a car drive down here and drove out really quickly, which, you know, can only mean probably one thing, that they're involved with human trafficking of some sort. Just down the road here, to your left, there's a little side road, and on that side road is just about where the car pulled up, and that's also the road where we found the documents of the woman from Haiti.
Yeah, there's definitely an increase. Like I said, there was that pause, I think right around the election, where it seemed to slow down, but to me it's grown and it keeps growing. It's no longer, you know, one here, one there. It's every day.
You actually mentioned to me that you saw also taxi driver coming and dropping people off and picking people up.
Yeah, the taxis, a lot of times they'll either come up to the gate there or else they'll drive right up in here and pick them up or drop them off. There's taxi, there's the Hoover, I think Hoover, yeah, they're a little bit cheaper than a taxi. And they come right up and, well, matter of fact, a couple weeks ago, there's a Hoover van come up and drop people off and go right back out.
And what the U.S. Border Patrol are doing when there's a taxi driver coming in, are they arresting them?
If they can catch them with them in the car, they will arrest them.
Hello. What are you guys doing? We are reporter. We are reporting on what's going on. Any activity today?
Nothing yet.
Another group of 11 people crossing illegally with children who got scared because I think it's one of the light of the Border Patrol camera who actually went off, and the child, you can see on the footage, got really scared of it. But they used that path, and we will try to see if there is any trail going into Canada. Let's go. You can see clearly the footprint on the ground going towards this direction. They again drop all their luggage behind them, and we are going to check a little bit what we can find here. Obviously this is men's clothes. Oh, there is stuff inside. Oh, we have some paper, what it's written on it. I don't want to break it because it's all wet.
There's phone numbers.
My name is Jorge Saint Just. My driver is, my address is Miami, Florida.
$2,000 cash to buy
$2,000 to buy a Suzuki Grand Vitara 2011. The rest when I given the car. Moise Asians.
What does this mean though? Why my address? So they're coming from Miami.
They are coming from Lauderhill, Florida. It's two different persons. We have Jose Saint-Just and Noise Jean Eudes, two people from Florida who was probably traveling together. The temporary protection status that they receive from the Biden administration, I think it's more than 500,000 Asians that have that at the moment, who will be expired soon. All random cars are coming here to drop people off. Sometimes it can be taxi, sometimes just random car, and also really creepy people. One of them told us that one of the guy who was driving a car had a teardrop tattoo just right there with like full of tattoo all over his body. And the resident in question who was taking the picture asked, "What are you doing here?" Since it's private property. And he literally admitted that he was dropping people off here. People are traveling from far away just to come and cross illegally here. This receipt is from Kansas City. Can you believe that? This is pretty far away.
That's Canada. You can see people have been using this to cross. There's luggage right there. There's luggage further down there. There's endless ways and paths and trails that you can take into Canada. We do know that the RCMP is monitoring this situation. I mean, they have to be aware that people are crossing in this area. You've seen the helicopters flying around. Those are RCMP helicopters. We can almost certainly confirm that. And check out this interaction I had with an RCMP officer who was following us because he thought we were up to something suspicious, and he was going to pull us over, but we were approaching the U.S. border, and he kind of just stopped, and we stopped, and I got out of the car and spoke with him. Check it out.
So the reason I was following is just because it's an Ontario license plate and you know about what's happening here. Yeah. And then you were traveling really slow, so that kind of increased my suspicion about you.
This helicopter is currently doing circles around us right now. I think it thinks that we're gonna cross. I said that the RCMP are, investigating illegal crossings. And what do you know? I'm flying the drone. I got spooked because I thought it was people crossing, but it was two RCMP officers. And we had the drone hovering, just seeing what they were doing. They get back in the car, they start driving. And I couldn't believe my eyes. They went into the ditch. Half of the car is in the ditch. So they're gonna need a tow truck or something to get that out. Are you okay? You okay?
You okay?
Okay.
We are currently in the opposite side of Churubusco in the U.S. Now we are in Canada, in the county of Franklin. And we just spoke with the owner of this land that is literally the opposite side. If you can see right there, this is the windmills where is the hot spot, the other side. We spoke with the owner who actually told us that last year people were kind of crossing both sides. But this year, what he was saying is like mainly people are crossing into Canada, mainly Asians who are crossing because probably they are scared of being deported because of Trump's policy. So we have a real issue with bugs over here, really a real issue. But if you can see at the end of the road, it is USA. So it's really easy for people who want to jump in Canada or in the US to just use this clear path to cross over illegally. And this is one of the examples of many, many places in our border where people can just jump in, jump out. And now I'm going to go out because if I'm not doing that, the bugs will destroy me.
Recently, I haven't seen, Spanish or anything like that. It's majority of it is Haitian.
Do you have any concern that your address is actually circulating in all kind of groups, telling them this is the spot where to cross?
Oh, I'm sure, that because, here all the way down to my neighbor here, and the other guy, it's pretty much open going for them.
The illegals are using social media just as much as you and I. They're using that social media to find their way across and, you know, tell the others that, you know, this is a safe place to come across and such. And to me, it's just being swept under the rug until, you know, you guys came up and are putting in the work to figure out what the real problem is here.
34 people, 4 days. This is what we caught in one spot. The border between New York and Quebec, it's 523 kilometers long. Just imagine the number of people who are crossing over this long border. Merci d'avoir regardé. J'espère que vous avez apprécié notre investigation. Nous allons continuer à suivre cette histoire de près. Et si vous voulez nous aider et nous supporter à travers le tout, vous pouvez faire un don à guardtheborder.com. Merci en avance de nous soutenir. Donc, je répète, c'est guardtheborder.com. Si vous aimez le journalisme indépendant, vrai, sur les lieux, vous pouvez faire une donation de votre choix. Et merci en avance de nous suivre et de regarder nos investigations.